Okay, this is a quick start on the Removu K1. Start by pulling it out of the box. Got a USB cable, charger, which flips it out so you can plug that in and charge the battery, and an SD card adapter. So we'll start by taking the unit out of the package. And then you'll notice right on the front here, there's a locking switch. Undo the locking switch, that will release the head, and then applying gentle pressure, you unlock the remaining tilt part of the head. So you notice that's locked, that's released, so now it's free to go. Okay, the first thing what we're going to do is you set the unit down on a flat surface. And you're not going to move this once this process starts because it needs to initialize. You'll hear the beeps after it's initialized, so you hold your button down for a second. After those beeps, the unit is now ready to go. You can hit your record button, and as you can see, it's recording everything. There's a lamp on the front that tells you it's going again. And you can press your record button again, and that will stop the recording. When you want your footage, you'll turn the unit back off again. Come around to the side and just use your fingernail in that little slot. Open up the door. Press the card in a little bit, and it'll pop out. So you can either use the supplied SD card unit. So the way that this works, put your card in, and then you can use that in if you've got a MacBook and it already has an SD card. In this case, I don't have that or a card reader, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just plug that into a card reader that I happen to have on my computer. Make sure it's oriented in the proper direction for whatever reader you have. And it tells me that it's opening it up on the screen. So I just open up my folder. You'll see the DCIM folder. Open that up, and then you can execute the video file. Record button. You can see it's recording everything. And that's it. So if you want that footage, you can just drag that off to your desktop and send it up to YouTube or do whatever else you need to do with it. After that, take the card back out. You notice the card has a notch on it. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we have that notch set up in the orientation of the notch that's on the card that's in the side of it. So you can see the notch goes down, put that back into the slot, push it in until it clicks, cover that back on. So now just to check this to make sure it's back in properly, I'm holding it down steady again. And once it's reinitialized, I can tell that the card is set, ready to go. You may notice your battery losing power. So we'll just shut that down. You can either use your computer or the supplied charger that we have. It doesn't really matter which one you end up using. And that will plug right into the front here. And it will begin charging the unit. Once these lights completely go out, the unit is charged. When putting the unit away, be sure to get the head back into the proper position, relock that, make sure this head is locked, put it right back into the bag so it's got the heavy end down there. That goes back into the case. Power supply goes back in the case, card goes back in the case, and the cable goes back in the case. Just slide the cover on, making sure this tab's down so it doesn't get hung up. That's it. Now you've officially used and put away the Removu K1.